Good evening, my name's Conklin McLeod and welcome to NBN's Tuesday Night News. Tonight, Redhead residents call on Lake Macquarie City Council to reconsider plans for a pump track at the beach's overflow car park. Scenes of celebration as 13 residents hit age milestones up at War's End, and Kayla Wadlin cooked for the first time now gets into the Rugby Union Sevens matches. But first tonight, Redhead residents are calling on Lake Macquarie City Council to reconsider plans for a pump track at the beach's overflow car park. More than 350 people, including mum of two Tabitha Sayer, have signed a petition calling for the attraction to be built elsewhere, citing the high volumes of traffic in the area during summer. Meanwhile, Redhead Surf Lifesaving Club President David McCallum said the location is likely to draw lifeguards away from the beach to deal with injuries at the track. Meanwhile, cakes and cuppers were on the scene at War's End on Monday as 13-aged care residents celebrated birthday milestones together. With the focus on centenarian Marion Brunt, whose birthday is on June 6, War's End Manor also acknowledged the 11 residents turning 90 and one turning 103 this year. Born in the north of England, Miss Brunt came to Australia aboard a ship with her parents in 1932. Miss Brunt's son David said his mother would recall the ship sailing under a newly built Sydney Harbour Bridge. Opened in 2018, War's End Manor is a small 91-bed home, making the number of milestone birthdays all the more impressive. Meanwhile, ACFI manager at the facility, Sue Gillespie, who described Miss Brunt as a character, said the residents' routine keeps them alive. And also, Miss Gillespie said from bingo to trivia and happy hour with entertainment. We also have movement and music with the physios. Credited as one of the home's leading trivia minds, Barbara Fitzsimmons says she lives in a really good little community. The girls do their best to make people happier and make their lives a bit richer, and this is an example of that. Meanwhile, Miss Fitzsimmons turns 90 on July 28, supported by her 6 children and plenty of grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Conklin McLeod, NBN News. Coming up after the break, as the Knights Jersey Flag Cup side secure a win over the Bulldogs. The Knights have secured a huge win over the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs in the Jersey Flag Cup. And because of it, the Knights needed to quickly score plenty of tries to make sure that nothing bad was happening.
Happy. Here, mate. Go. 1. Ball out back, lead clear.
And because of that, Newcastle made sure that they had the ball just in time just to score plenty of tries.
Keep going on 4.
And also, the Knights managed to win the game.
Good. Line's good.
And that was all thanks to the Knights.
I've got grounding, I've got try. Okay, third.
And of course, the Knights were just too good for their rivals right throughout the game, as Newcastle quickly scored more.
Go 4. Get off the arm quicker, 16. 4. Try! On the line. 8. Oh! Go third. 3, yep, 3.
As the Knights were too strong for Canterbury Bankstown right throughout the game.
Cool. Oh! Go 4. Line's good. I got try. Yeah, mate. On the line, Knights. Go third. Lead clear. Down, boys. Got the try. I've got try. Yep.
Meanwhile, what's on this weekend? The Hunter Valley Art Fair comes back after 2 years. The free event at Colburn Community Hall will feature live demonstrations, fine art, handmade creations, gifts, a range of artisans, and live music, as well as a selection of food and coffee. The fair will run from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Monday. Now some sad news now, and of course the founding member of Bon Jovi, Alec John Such, has died at the age of 70. And of course, John Bon Jovi posted a tribute to the bass player on social media on Monday, saying he was an original. To be honest, they found their way to each other through him. The tribute read that the cause of death has not been made public. Now it's 2 years after starting her online health business, Only Pure, Angela Ralph has opened a retail store in Cardiff. The Newcastle mother began Only Pure, which specialises in naturally based products ranging from health supplements and organic skincare to eco-friendly household products, in a bid to help customers make healthier choices for their bodies and the environment. Sports up next, and of course the father of Jack Hetherington begging for his son to join the Newcastle Knights. The father of Jack Hetherington is begging for him to join the Newcastle Knights. Because of it, Hetherington was released from the Canterbury Bulldogs, and of course, because of that, if Jack Hetherington signs with the Knights, he'll stay there for 2 seasons. Jack Hetherington's father is hoping his firebrand son signs for the Newcastle Knights, but says the former Valentine Alabama Devil is quite capable of making his own decisions. Jack Hetherington, the explosive Canterbury forward, has attracted interest from a host of clubs including Newcastle, Canberra, the West Tigers, St George Illawarra and the Dolphins, after being told by the Bulldogs recently that he was free to explore other options. Meanwhile, the Knights are reportedly keen to sign the 26-year-old for at least 2 seasons in a deal that would represent something of a homecoming, given that he played his first junior football with the Valentine Alabama Devils. Jack's father, Brett, is a former Canberra and North Queensland forward who played in 142 top-grade games, including the Raiders' 1994 Grand Final triumph. After retiring, he moved to Newcastle in 2002 when he bought into Belmont's Gunya Hotel, which he owned for 17 years. He still lives at Belmont and admitted he would be delighted if Jack decided to link with the Knights. There was only one match played in the Hunter Coast Premier Hockey League, and of course it was in round 7 on the weekend. And of course Maitland secured a win over West, 3-0. Up next, A late Macquarie athlete travels to Ireland to play in the Rugby Sevens. Kayla Waldron was hooked for the first time. She got a taste of rugby union in a school's sevens match. Even a broken collarbone did not prove a deterrent. Now 3 years on, the Cardiff 19-year-old can hardly believe where the sport has taken her in such a short period of time. The Hunter Wildfire's second rower is heading to her hometown of Ireland next week to train with the national women's program on a 6-month contract she describes as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Waldron was born in Ireland and moved to Australia with her family when she was 7. She played basketball for several years before a game of rugby sevens with Hunter Sports High in Year 10 prompted the code switch. Waldron said that she just loved it. It was just the adrenaline, and also she had been playing basketball for ages, and also she was always the real rough nut, loved the contact, loved being aggressive, loved being dominant. And also, when she first got into rugby, and she was like that, she could let all of that go legally, and also she loved it. It was fast, it was fun, and also she can get to score tries, for which everyone loves to do. After breaking her collarbone in that first game and had a few months where she was sitting on the sidelines, and she thought that she'd actually give it a go. After playing a junior sevens competition with the Hamilton Hawks, Waldron was picked up by the Wildfires for their maiden venue in the Sydney Women's 15th competition in 2020. She has floated between the sevens and 15s format of the sport since and also plays rugby league. This weekend, Waldron, who plays for the Newcastle Knights in the Tasha Gold Cup, will represent New South Wales country under-19s at the National Rugby League Championships on the Gold Coast before flying to Ireland next week to start the next chapter of her life. Based in Dublin, she starts training with the Irish Women's 7 squad as soon as she arrives in July. Waldron will have a run with the National 15 squad before joining London Irish in the English Women's League. Sturvis Newcastle's weather is next. Finally tonight, it's time to have a look at Newcastle's weather. Because of that, it was just partly cloudy for mostly throughout Newcastle and the rest of the Hunter as well. Well, it was okay today, and it was also fine throughout the rest of the state. It was also much the same. It will be really sunny tomorrow as well. Also, it was okay today. It was partly cloudy, and also tomorrow will be sunny with winds up to 20 to 30 kilometers an hour, increasing to 40 kilometers an hour in the morning, then become light in the late evening. Now to the 7-day forecast, and of course it'll be right for Newcastle tomorrow. 7 to 16, while Toronto has 5 to 16 and Wallsend has 6 to 16. It was also fine for the Hunter, which was also okay. It was partly cloudy. It was a chance of a shower mainly about the lower Hunter. But tomorrow it will be right for the lower and upper Hunter areas. Of course, the rest of the Hunter will be okay. And of course, it'll be mostly sunny for tomorrow. Winds westerly of up to 20 to 35 kilometers an hour, with overnight temperatures falling to between 2 to 6, with daytime temperatures reaching between 10 and 15. Now let's have a look at how the 7-day forecast is going for the Hunter. It'll be okay, as Newcastle got 7 to 16, and of course Maitland got 6 to 15, while Singleton had 5 to 15. Gosford had 6 to 15 as well, and Scone had 3 to 12. Of course, that's it from NBN News for this Tuesday, the 7th of June. My name is Conklin McLeod, and don't forget, from all of us here, good night.